97.3 Citi FM. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the holiday edition of Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. My name is Sami Wiafi, and tonight I'm here with
Akosia Oche.
Coming up in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes.
Let's be clear, we are already in an emergency situation. The state of emergency, we are already in it.
More pressure mounts on government to declare state of emergency as pressure group Democracy Hub demonstrate against the continuous destruction of the environment. Also coming up on Eyewitness News.
Police have not been withdrawn from the place, just that we've made them vacate posts. There are residents who have been vacated, but there is reinforcement from Koforidua.
Calm returns to Kukurentumi in the eastern region a day after irate youth attacked the police station demanding justice following the death of an inmate. Tonight, we hear from the Member of Parliament for the area who has been engaging the youth. And later on Eyewitness News, University of Cape Coast fights back a directive from GTech asking its Vice-Chancellor to step aside. Tonight, we hear from lawyers of the school. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and other stories on Eyewitness News. Coming up in business.
Stakeholders in banking sector call for tougher forex controls to stabilize Ghana's cedi.
Eyewitness News is live on affiliates across the country, around the globe. We're on citinewsroom.com. Talking about affiliates, if you are in the Upper West region, you are hearing us live on Tumpani Radio 88.5 FM. In the Upper East region, we are live on Recast 92.1 FM. In Northern region, we are live on North Star Radio 92.1. In the Northeast region, we are live on Nobia 98.1 FM. In the Western region, we are live on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM, both in Takrady. In the Ashanti region, we are live on Focus 94.3 FM, as well as Orange 107.9 FM, or in Kumasi. In the Volta region, hear us on Sela Radio 97.1 FM in Dabala and Holy 98.5 FM in Aflao. In the Savannah region, we are live on Kasha 99.5 FM in Damago. You can join the conversation, and the WhatsApp number is 0549 986 996. 0549 986 996. Akosia has our first story.
Yes, members of the Fix the Country group have petitioned government over the continuous destruction of the environment by illegal mining activities. The group held a vigil at the Revolution Square in Accra last night and today, calling on government to declare a state of emergency in areas where illegal mining is widespread. Here's Oliver Bakavoma, one of the conveners, speaking to Citi News during today's protest.
For us to get there, we need young people to rise up. Yes. We need young people to believe in the vision of tomorrow. We need young people to believe that this country is greater than what we see before us. Yes. That we have to imagine bolder. We have to imagine with more courage. We have to imagine with no apology. Yes. Because this cannot be all there is to life. The Ghanaian deserves to live in dignity.
That was convener of Fix the Country group, Oliver Bakavoma.
And today they held a demonstration demanding urgent action from government in addressing the issue of Galamsey. George Agri is one of the conveners of the group. He joins us on the telephone line for more. George, good evening. Thank you very much for your time.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for having me.
Sure. Today's protest was to mount more pressure on government to address issues of Galamsey. But I'm sure you have heard the president and some government officials say that the last resort is not a state of emergency and that there should be other options available to address the matter. Your demonstration today called for the declaration of a state of environment, a state of an emergency, sorry.
Exactly. So for us, I don't think the government says it hasn't gotten to that point where we have to, first of all, let me apologize the noise in the background. I'm still in town, we are still not done yet. But if the government says it's not up to that point where we have to declare a state of emergency on this issue, I don't understand, because for me, I believe that so far as that a group of people in some parts of the country who are not able to get potable drinking water as a result of this, and it's not just the communities that are in these areas that are affected, but then the streams, wherever these river bodies and these streams extend to, all the communities on those river banks are going to be affected. So we are looking at a large majority of people being affected. And in the protest earlier, I made a statement that there are people living in these communities who are having to face difficult decisions, like having to choose to let your baby be killed because the form or the state in which the baby was delivered is not something that you can take home. So if we have all these things happening, if we have a state where, or a situation where people did well in the blue region, and you check the water, and you can confirm that there is a presence of mercury in the well water. If the government says it's not time for the country to declare a state of emergency on the Galamsey issue, to be honest, I think it's not a good statement to me. And use my language, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what extent the government wants this to get to before they can see this to be a state of emergency, a situation that calls for a state of emergency. So for me and the many youth that joined the protest today, what we are saying is if the government fails to declare a state of emergency on this issue, the citizens, the youth of the land, we will declare a state of emergency. And again, we are presenting our position to them that in the next 90 days, if we don't hear any measures being put in place by the government to address this as a national security issue, trust me, some of us take it our daily life, we make it our daily responsibility to be on the street. Yes, no, international audience will understand what we are dealing with as a country and the dangers that this situation is posing to us, the youth, and generations yet on board. So that is what we are saying. For us, it makes a lot of sense that the government will call for a state of emergency on this issue. And if they don't, like I said, the youth, we will declare a state of emergency. The city region, we will declare a state of emergency. It's that simple. We are not demanding for much. Even if not for anything, but rather, the government in opposition then made us aware that they are with us. That is why when they were part of our demonstrations earlier in the previous government, we respected their decision. Now they are here, and they are telling us that something that they were calling for with us, they cannot implement it now. Why? What changed? Right? What changed? That is the question they are asking. They should come and tell us why it is not that time for them to declare a state of emergency. Is it because of the economic benefits, which I don't see as economic benefits, because if you have a situation that brings people into the economy and millions of people are going to suffer in the end, I don't see where that becomes an economic benefit to the state. Do you understand? So for me and the many people that are that took part in the demonstration and those that were able to join us from home in solidarity, we are saying that it is time. We cannot wait anymore.
George, exactly a year ago, if I'm right, September 22nd, 2024, you were on the street. 1 year down the line, we're still grappling with the issue of Galamsey. How do we address this issue? How do we solve this issue of Galamsey? Aside the state of emergency as you are proposing, what other measures can we put in place to address it?
First, let me start by saying we belong to a country where the government of the day is not able to identify other possible source of revenue. Okay, so their only resource that they think would boost the economy is through mining, gold. But trust me, the moment the country or the government of the day is able to identify other possible avenues to generate revenue for the country, trust me, we will not have to find it difficult as a certain government to be able to declare a state of emergency, to declare a national war against an act like Galamsey, a practice like Galamsey. So again, I want to entreat that the government should start identifying. Look at a country where we have rich soil that we can produce crops and a larger quantity for export. we only focus on mining as our major economic defense. You understand? If we sit as a government, as a country, and are only in terms of economic security, we fall only on mining. Trust me, this is what happens. The decision to protect the people becomes difficult to make. And again, I want to challenge the government that if they've forgotten, there was a time where they made the people feel like it is so easy for a certain government to fight Galamsey. Just that because they have interest, because the certain government has personal interest, they didn't want to take the initiative. Now, the same narrative we are getting. So it's not like we cannot fight it. It's not like it's something that cannot be done. Today I made a statement and I said that if Nkrumah could be a group of people to fight for independence for Ghana, where today we are celebrating Founders Day, and a whole country cannot stand up and fight Galamsey, then wherever Nkrumah is, you'll be very disappointed. And I know he's very sad because it's starting. It's really pathetic of a country, of us as a country to be sitting and taking excuses for such a situation.
George, is it the last time we are seeing Democracy Hub organize or stage a protest, or we should expect more as far as the issue of Galamsey is concerned?
Brother, no. This will not be the first. This will not be the last. In fact, it's not the first, and it will not be the last. Like we said, in 1980, we to share a systematic in place that at the end of the day, the youth will be content with the efforts of the ruling government. That eventually our cries have been heard. No matter, we are not asking for raising salaries.
Okay.
We are not asking for a job opportunity. What we are asking for as the youth of the country is that Galamsey is killing us. And again, I say, to the people that are feeling like Galamsey process is for some people. I'm telling you, maybe you live in your big mansion, you drive for stuff, but eventually you go to a place like living room, you go to a place like 305 and people don't do it. I bet you the mansion that they used to prepare the food is coming from Mansuan Bibia, Mansuan Kwanta. And I tell you that these places are where Galamsey is happening.
Okay.
And so if you think that again, you don't have a problem.
Okay, all right, George. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you very much for your time. George Agri is one of the conveners of the Fix the Country group. They held a demonstration today to protest on what they describe as government failure to address issues of Galamsey, which they say is destroying the environment. Let's go to the other line and speak to Dennis Miracle Abuaji. He's Director of Communications for the Dr. Baumia campaign team. Somewhere this weekend, he was at the Kwenyako Waterworks in the central region, which has been shut down due to the activities of illegal mining. He went there to more or less address a press conference on what measures he feels government must put in place to address issues of Galamsey. Miracles, thank you very much for your time. What was the need for you to drive all the way from Accra to the central region to address a press conference?
Well, I think it came about after the Minister for Government Communications, Mr. Honorable Kwachu Fosu, actually made a point that was, for me, very alarming when he was more or less challenging the fact that the Galamsey situation has escalated. I really found it very, very shocking, especially after the Trade Union Congress and the Catholic Bishop Conference have all spoken and actually made a point about how the situation is very.
Hello, Miracles.
Forgive me for panting, I'm still in the Galamsey area. Anybody that thinks the Galamsey situation is worsened should provide evidence. And so we felt, well, the government may not take decisive action on this Galamsey thing unless they get the evidence. So yesterday was for us to go together with the media to show the evidence to the whole country, and most importantly, show it to the government communications minister so that he can take it to cabinet and tell them that indeed the Galamsey situation is worsened. And so they must take some decisive action now. Otherwise, we are in trouble.
You mentioned that you are still in the Galamsey area. Where specifically are you?
Well, I will not tell you, but I'm still around there. I just left the Offin River, but I have moved. I cannot tell you specifically where I'm standing. But this morning, we went to the Pra River. I've just shared, I think, on my Facebook wall, the situation as at 11:30 a.m. when we got there. And when you watch the video, you would see that our drone captured Galamseyers on the Pra River mining this morning at 11:30 a.m. And so I've also tagged the government communication minister in that video so that he will see the situation on the Pra River and see these Galamseyers mining this morning as at 11:30 a.m. All we are asking for is for us to at least see the government make an effort so we can all join in the fight. But if the government is denying the presence of even a menace, then we are in trouble. This for me is not MPP and NDC. You can go and check all my videos, all my commentary on Galamsey, even when we're in government. I have consistently been consistent when it comes to the issues of Galamsey. And I think that one of the reasons why the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government struggled in dealing with the menace was because the NDC politicized it. And I have been vindicated because we realize that most of the things the NDC government said and spoke about when they were in opposition, now that they are in power, they are struggling to even implement them. When the people are simply saying, implement the things you promised us, the issues you captured in your own manifesto, they are struggling. And it tells you that they really knew those things were not necessarily the solution, but they thought that they were throwing the government under the bus by throwing those things around. We want them to take action. That's what we're asking for.
There are many who have said that just 8 months is too short a time to assess a government in a fight against a canker like Galamsey or illegal mining. So the government should be given a period of time to address, this issue of Galamsey. 2 months 8 months or 9 months is too short a time.
I agree completely. And that is why none of us actually raised issues against the government when it comes to Galamsey until the president's response at the media engagement. For me, the president's response was too lackadaisical. It was too laid back. There was no sense of urgency in his response. And that for me was a trigger. That for me was an indicator that he may not be as committed to the fight as we thought. And so we need to probably prompt him. Then they also tell us that we should show them evidence if we think the situation is worse. These are the reasons why we are having this conversation. That notwithstanding, the president and the government, the NDC government itself, made some specific promises within timelines. For example, they said that within 120 days upon coming to office, it's in their 120-day social contract. They are going to enforce a ban on small-scale mining. It is number 19, and they are 120 social contracts. And so if you yourself, you put a timeline to your own promise in your manifesto, and the people are asking you to go ahead and implement the promise you've made within the timeline, I think it's unfair when you come back and tell the people it's too early. Because you mentioned 120 days, and I think that the people are justifiably asking you to fulfill the promise you made. In any case, you recollect that Citi, you yourselves work with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo very early days in office, to the extent that by April 2017, which was barely 3 months in office, Nana Addo had enforced a ban on Galamsey, on small-scale mining. And he enforced this ban for 20 months, almost 2 years. And so if Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the man you demonized, the man you turned the entire country against, the NDC I mean, you turned the entire country against, you called him the number one person in Galamsey and called him all manner of names. If he was able to take an action on small-scale mining and Galamsey within 3 months, and after all the things you said in opposition, you are saying 8 months is a short time for you to fulfill your own promise, then I think we are in trouble. And that, for me, I think even calls for a lot more voices to join this cause and say, the NDC government can fail in so many things. We know they will fail in so many things. We know what they can do. We've seen this government before. But Galamsey, we don't want them to fail at it. Because if they fail at Galamsey, the entire country is going to suffer. And that is basically why we are trying to do what we're doing now.
In the past, we saw Operation Vanguard 2, and the rest. Now there's a call for a state of emergency. Putting call for a state of emergency aside, how do we address the issue of Galamsey from where you sit and your observation?
You see, I keep saying that politics is what is causing the problems for us in the fight against Galamsey. So listen, I have never supported the call for a state of emergency. I didn't support it when we were in government, and I don't support it even now, because I don't think that is the solution. I never supported the call for a ban on small-scale mining in December 2024. I didn't support it then, I will not support it now. And my reason is simple. We implemented a ban on small-scale mining for 2 years. It worked. We saw the water bodies clearing up. Then when we lifted it upon all the initiatives the government put in place, we still saw Galamsey come back. We cannot go and implement a ban when it has already been done before. Unfortunately, when I was speaking against it and telling the NDC that a ban against Galamsey in 2024 was not the way to go, because we have done it before, they insisted that there should be a ban and even put it in their own social contract and say, when they come, they will do it. So when you come and the people are asking for it, you don't complain. But I don't think that's the way to go. Neither do I think state of emergency may necessarily stop the situation. I think that in addition to all the law enforcement that the government is doing now, which all other governments have been doing, they should simply move in and invest into social mindset reorientation. What I have seen with my eyes yesterday, and what I've seen with my eyes today in Dunkwaonofe and Trifopraso, if we're able to expose the community to the effect, the die effect, and draw their attention to how this thing is destroying their lives, in addition to enforcement, they would help government to be able to succeed at it. Fortunately, unlike the NDC did to Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and the MPP, I don't think there is anybody in the MPP that is going to go the route the NDC went. So we are not going to stand in their way. Neither are we going to politicize it. We are not going to go to the Galamseyers in the Galamsey pit and encourage them and tell them that when we come, they should come and mine like they did. Or tell them that those who have been arrested will give them amnesty like they did. And that, for me, is the biggest opportunity the NDC have to be able to succeed at the fight against Galamsey. The fact that they are not going to get in us an opposition that is going to enable the Galamseyers like they did is the biggest opportunity. So they should move into the enforcement, not isolate the enforcement. Because this morning, we've been to the Pra River. There's no security enforcement here. Our drones have captured Galamseyers mining. They should move in. Then they should now move into the communities and invest in getting into small group engagement, stakeholder engagement, focal group engagement, to let them understand how they are destroying their own future. When that goes hand in hand with the law enforcement and with the support of an opposition that is not throwing sand into the agari, I am very, very confident that we'll make some headways than we are doing now. Because, see, when you come to these areas, as I am now, you realize that the Galamseyers have to move their heavy trucks to the villages before they get to where they are going to mine. And if the community stand in their way and say that we know what you're going to do would affect us negatively and we don't want it, they will not be able to do it. Whilst government puts in place systems and structures to provide sustainable jobs for the young people in these areas, I think that would be a smarter way of going about it. But I'm not sympathetic at all with the NDC. I don't sympathize with them in terms of how they are receiving the public pressure in enforcing and fulfilling their own promises. I told them it wasn't the way to go. They fought me. At that time, they called us, rather, who were telling them that it wasn't the way to go, enablers of Galamsey. Today, they have seen the sense in the things we are saying, and the people are saying, implement what you promised. And they are running away. You said you ban it. You said we were not banning it in November 2024, and so we're doing Galamsey. You are in office now. Ban small-scale mining, and let's see.
Dennis, thank you very much for your time. Dennis Miracles Abuaje, Director of Communications for the Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia campaign team. Akosia still has more stories on Galamsey.
Yes, the board member of the National Peace Council and spokesperson for the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Harimeyao Shaibu, is urging government to act decisively against illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey. His call coincides with the protest by pressure group Democracy Hub.
Look, they are conscious of what is happening. They are conscious. They've lived under the former regime. They are also living in this same regime. Maybe they feel what the reason for which they protested under the former regime, probably they see a continuation of it again. And they want to bring more pressure to bear on the current government also to take action. Well, I hope the government will listen to them, and in the government's own calculation, whatever it takes to be able, to really keep in check. Because Galamsey, everybody now agrees that it's an existential challenge problem for us. Everybody. There's no metaphor to use. Everybody, those in government, in policy, religious people, communities, they've all told us, and we live it. You see how water bodies have been polluted. We've seen it. The dangers that we are likely to import water. Yes, I'm a Muslim. I use water a lot. Every day. 5 times a day I pray. I need water. But the water that I will use has been polluted. Now we cannot tell the kind of water we are taking.
That was Sheikh Arimea Al-Shaibu, board member of the National Peace Council and spokesperson for the National Chief Imam.
You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. Some of your text messages. Abi National Iwa says, so far so good. We thank President Mahama for bringing us back to a real holiday. Kwesi Anfield in Wager says, like President Mahama said in his recent address, we as a country has not exhausted all the options available, yet to be calling for a state of emergency approach. I side with the President that a state of emergency is the last resort. We should adopt other measures. Maosi in Abutia, T in Volta region says, the government's measures to combat Galamsey are effective and ongoing. Declaring a state of emergency is unnecessary and disruptive. Vigilante action undermines lawful effort and threatens peace. Instead, support reforms, community engagement, and enhance enforcement of the law. Attack John in Saboba district says, with this Galamsey issue, I think the chiefs in the various districts are not helping. The issue should be handed over to them. I don't support the state of emergency. Utuo in Abeka says, but where did the idea came from that it is only a state of emergency that can resolve this Galamsey issue? It's just that the president supported in opposition, and it's because it is different when he's in power now. Let's not forget lockdown during the COVID-19 period. This is Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll do more stories.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's maths we love. Or your community will win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Like a fiesta on my side, I'm all wrapped up, and all I think about is my pay. I get classic, I get bloated, I get stronger, also fruity. Golf goes slow, not to take me longer. Skin to skin, no. All I need is my extra thing. Doing so big, so go for the glow up and keep the vibe 100 with more party plans. Fiesta, fiesta, wrap it up.
Wrap it up with Fiesta condoms. Comes in 9 different variants to spice up your game. Available in any pharmacy near you.
Prevents STIs and unintended pregnancy when used correctly.
This advert is FDA approved.
Wrap it up.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Gugomi, and what time when you can't park where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car? No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where I want to. Because now engine they cost. Where I want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, they make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go! Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
It's your day off and you end up looking after the baby while your wife goes off to work. You realize you have no idea how to change a diaper. So you video call your wife.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Kojo, is everything all right?
Everything is all right. I'm not seeing Topo. How do I change a baby's diaper, please?
Kojo. Okay, first, put the diaper.
The video call freezes. While you wait for the internet to catch up, the baby sprouts a fountain and wets the diaper. As you are getting a new one, your wife comes back online.
Kojo, no.
But I had to go and get a new diaper. What must I do next? I beg, quick.
Open the front of the diaper. It's the side that has...
Wow, look, the video freezes again. Abba.
By now, you know where the conversation is going. There's no buffering in real life, so why accept it from your internet connection? Get connected and experience ultra-fast internet to your home, powered by MTN Fiber Broadband. From the Internet Masters.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. Akosia has some more stories.
Now, please, reinforcements have been deployed from the Eastern Regional Command to Kukrantumi following an attack on the local police station by irate youth after the death of a suspect in custody. In a statement, the Eastern Regional Police Command announced the temporary closure of the Kukrantumi police station as investigations continue. Eastern Regional Minister Rita Awate, speaking to Citi News, indicated that calm has since been restored to the community.
Apparently, a suspect was arrested, and the information was that the suspect was resisting arrest, and it ended up in maybe some clash between the suspect and the policeman, which ended in the hospital. We lost the suspect, and because of that, the youths got annoyed, got angry, and there was a lot that went on. They attempted burning the police station, but the police command and the policemen came in, and it was put to a hold. A lot of breakages, louvers and doors opened, and louvers breakages and other things. True that 2 policemen also got hurt. Calmness has returned to Kukrantumi. I visited the place, and I went to the house of the bereaved, and we sympathize with them. We assure them of government support, and that we are going to carry out every investigation to really know what's happened. And I had the opportunity of talking to the youth of the area too. Police have not been withdrawn from the place, just that we've made them vacate posts, we've locked the doors, and there are residents who have been vacated, but there is reinforcement from Koforidua command to take up whatever security this thing over there. So
that was Eastern Regional Minister Rita Awate. Meanwhile, personnel formerly stationed at the Kukrentumi Police Station have been reassigned to the Eastern Regional Headquarters in Koforidua, Galloway. Sources indicate that no other suspects were in custody before the station's closure.
Let's go to the phone line and speak to the Member of Parliament for the Ebuakwa North constituency, Nana Ampao Kwame Ado Frempong, on this particular matter. Thank you very much for your time and good evening, sir.
Thank you, Sami, for having me. Thank you.
What briefing do you have as far as this issue is concerned?
A good evening to you and your listeners. I just happened to be in the constituency as I speak to you now. I visited the police station. The regional minister gave a very vivid account of what happened. I have also been engaging the youth in the community, and there's calmness as we speak. Kukrentumi is calm.
What did they tell you in your engagement with them? What did they tell you sparked this whole attack?
There are two sides of the story. If you speak to the family, you get the impression that the young man, Bright Kena, was accosted by the police in his bed at his home, and he was dragged from his doorstep about 200 meters to the police vehicle. And in the handling of this whole matter, I think there is a suspicion or an allegation that the police might have manhandled him. And there's also the issue of him being he's recuperating from an operation that he had recently. So that with the issue of the handling resulted in his death. This is an opinion from the family. If you speak to the police, as I did, they also give me the impression that they went to arrest him as a suspect, and unfortunately, it happened that he ended up in the hospital. For me, I think there's a need for us to go into the matter. There's a need for the police to conduct a thorough investigation. There's a need for the family to be patient with the police as they investigate the matter. And there's also the need for the youth of the town to be calm as we wait for the police to do the needful. But I would also want to urge the police that in their communique to the citizens of Ebuakwa North, for that matter, Kukrentumi, they should do so devoid of threats. If you look at the police communique that came out, there's this threat that they're going to arrest people and all that. It is creating some kind of tension. As we speak now, it is calm. So I expect the police to be circumspect in their future communications. And as we speak, everybody is okay. Kukrentumi is calm. Business is returning to normalcy.
But you agree that if a whole police station is attacked and it is closed down, you expect the police to come in hard the next time. And so I'm not sure you want to blame the police in this directive.
I would understand that the police want to secure their property and secure property of other citizens as well. But in so doing, they must also do that with a human face. In conflict resolution, sometimes you don't need to use brute force. And in a situation like this, we don't know what caused the death of this young man. There are a whole lot of opinions. And as we wait investigations, I think it will be better and proper for all of us to be circumspect in what we say. I have asked the youth to calm down. I just ended a meeting with them. It was very tense. But I explained to them that in Ghana and in Kukrentumi, for that matter, rule of law must work. And so we are patiently awaiting the police to conduct investigations. The only problem they have is that they are a bit skeptical about the police investigating themselves. But I have assured them that I've been convinced with the regional command, a meeting I had with them, that investigation is going to be thorough. And at the end of the day, justice will prevail.
The community will be without police because we understand that the police has, withdrawn its men from the police station, which has already been shut. And so there will be no police visibility in the constituency. Are you in Kukrentumi, to be precise? Are you worried as a member of parliament?
I am here. I am in Kukrentumi as we speak. And I can tell you that the Kukrentumi station is a substation. The main police district command is in Tafo, which is about just 5 minutes drive from Kukrentumi. So there's police presence in the constituency. There's also another police post in Osiem. But as I speak to you now, there's police presence even in Kukrentumi. The old police station is being guarded by police presence. So there's calm, everything is okay. I don't want anybody to panic. Grantume is back and everything is working smoothly.
We've seen pictures and videos of policemen who were assaulted and were hit with stones by the youth in your community. I'm not sure that is the way to go.
I will condemn that act. In fact, I have condemned it. I have spoken to the youth. And you know, the manner in which eyewitnesses described the way the young man was treated, right? The way he was hauled and dragged on the floor, on the ground, from his doorstep to the police vehicle. That is what caused the outrage. You know, that is what sparked tension in town. And for that matter, you would expect that the youth would want to agitate a bit. But there's calmness now. We've spoken to them at length. We've made them understand that due process will be followed. The police have assured myself, and I am in touch with the family too. So the family is okay. They are waiting patiently on the police to conduct thorough investigations, and so is the community as well.
Did they give you any timeline as far as the investigation is concerned? Did they give any timeline from the police? I mean,
no. It happened over a weekend, so we will have a proper meeting tomorrow with the regional command together with the district police command, and then we'll seek timelines as to when we should expect them to conclude the investigation.
Thank you very much for your time. Nana Ampao Kwame Adofrimpong, Member of Parliament for the Ebuakwa North constituency in the Eastern region. This is Eyewitness News coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. We go for a quick break. When we come back, we have more stories.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
The Citi Business Olympics is back. It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy.
Everything, be it football, be it basketball, be it Scrabble, be it Excel, we are there. Arm wrestling, we are there.
Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it seven-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action.
We know we've gone on a recess, but we are back. You will feel it.
Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today.
The experience so far has been very great. We are glad to have participated.
Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The Citi Business Olympics 2025 is powered by Citi FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
We're trendy and youthful. We're UBA. We're here to make your life better, stress-free and easy. We go the extra mile, beyond your expectations. We will get it done and get it done very well now. UBA, best loans and more. UBA, best customer satisfaction. UBA, best digital solutions. UBA, Africa's global bank.
For best retail products, innovative offerings, loans made just for you, attractive interest rates, trading across Africa or sending money. If you want the best digital banking products, including chatting with you on WhatsApp and Facebook, turn to UBA, Africa's global bank.
Oh, jump on now.
Go, Google me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go!
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News, coming to you live from our studio here in Accra. Akosia has some more stories.
The Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, has suspended the processing of all major requests from the University of Cape Coast, UCC, over the tenure of Vice Chancellor Professor Johnson Nyako Bwampong. Now, in a letter to the UCC registrar, GTEC explained that the move follows a High Court injunction issued in October restraining the university's governing council from making any decision on Professor Bwampong's appointment. Now, despite this, he has remained in office beyond the compulsory retirement age. The suspension covers requests including accreditation, financial clearance, and salaries, and takes immediate effect until UCC fully complies with the directive and provides proof. A Citi News checks on GTEC's website showed UCC has effectively been delisted, with the site indicating the university does not exist. Meanwhile, lawyers for the University of Cape Coast, Professor Johnson Nyako Bwampong, have formally demanded that GTEC withdraws its letter instructing the Vice Chancellor to step aside. In a strongly worded letter addressed to GTEC and copied to key stakeholders, including the Minister of Education, Legal Counsel for the university, described GTEC's directive as both unlawful and in contempt of a subsisting court order. Now, the lawyers argue that GTEC's letter echoes a similar attempt by a former UCC Council chairman to remove the Vice Chancellor via text message, an action that has become the subject of an ongoing legal battle at the Cape Coast High Court. Away to some exciting news. With just 5 days to the biggest annual corporate event, the Citi Business Olympics, Trust Hospital says it is fully prepared to make an impact at the competition. The annual corporate sports gathering will bring together companies to compete in various disciplines such as swimming, football, seven-a-side soccer, volleyball, lime and spoon, table tennis, chess, sack racing, and more. The event is scheduled for the Eden Heights Sports Complex in Weja, Accra. Speaking on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 Television, representatives from Trust Hospital said their teams across the various sporting disciplines are gearing up for Saturday.
We weren't really prepared, but somehow we came up with a medal, and most of the teams came close to the podium. So we are looking forward to building on that.
Right.
And it was interesting seeing a lot of companies having such good teams, and it made us realize that even though we are a hospital and we cater for people, we don't want to be left out in the sporting events as well. So we are putting together teams that can.
How important is this sort of event to the Trust Hospital?
I would say it's very important because I am coming from the comms and marketing department. In instances like this, it serves an opportunity, a platform for you to market yourself, to see what your competitors are doing. Last year, we had some of our competitors around, and we made sure that they didn't beat us in any of the disciplines. Yes, it was like marketing to us, was comms to us, and it's sort of exposure for us as well, and also an opportunity to network.
You had Solomon Obengasari from the ICT Infrastructure System and Security Team at Trust Hospital Company Limited, and also Makafui Ajo Aklobotu from the Communications Team, also at Trust Hospital Company Limited. All the 2025 City Business Olympics is powered by Citi FM and Channel 1 Television in partnership with Side Hustle and proudly sponsored by UMB Bank with support from Bethel Logistics and Dampong Healthcare.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. City Business News. Be informed.
Time now for City Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Akosia Otre. Let's settle for the details. Now, Head of Finance at Merban Capital, Nelson Kujo Kuabeji, is urging the Bank of Ghana to adopt stricter measures in the foreign exchange market to shore up the Ghana city. Well, his call follows the introduction of new BOG guidelines that have seen commercial banks impose a 5% fee on foreign exchange withdrawals. Additionally, at least one bank has rolled out a 7.5% charge on cross-currency card transactions. Speaking to City Business News, he stressed that firmer policy actions by the central bank would help stabilize the local currency.
They shouldn't relax their forex stand because we have made so much gain as a country in terms of currency stability. And so going forward, we expect more of these stricter measures from the Bank of Ghana in order to make sure that we give some level of stability to the Ghanaian city for businesses to also make sure that whatever business they are doing, there is some level of predictability. They can easily predict their cash flow for their businesses. Currencies are not supposed to appreciate forever. A time will come, there will be pressure on the dollar, so we expect the city to depreciate. But the most important thing is how quickly we recover from that depreciation. You realize that the city appreciated to well over 50% some few months ago. But as per the report that Bank of Ghana released, the city is now about 21%, which I think is also significant. And so we just have to make sure that we maintain the momentum.
That was Nelson Kujo Kwagbeji, the head of finance at Merban Capital. Now, peasant farmers are cautioning that Ghana's over $3.5 billion food import bill could rise sharply if government fails to step up action against illegal mining. Now, their warning follows a new study by Pure Earth and the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, which uncovered widespread contamination in mining areas, posing serious risks to public health and food security. While speaking to City Business News, Executive Director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Bismarck Norte, said protecting farmlands and water resources is critical to preventing further escalation in food imports costs.
I really urge all the ministries and government agencies responsible that they should use this report as the benchmark, as the focal point to protect our farmers. Because if it gets to a point where our farmers become fed up because of this menace and we are not able to continue production, the effect on our nation will be catastrophic. The current amount that we spend on our food import bill, which we have complained about, that amount might escalate if we don't do anything about it, because the Ghanaian consumer will become more careful about consuming food from Ghana.
Bismarck Norte is Executive Director of the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana. Now, President of the Ghana FinTech and Payments Association, Martin Awaga, is urging governments to leverage the expertise of mobile money agents to deepen digital financial literacy. While speaking at the National Leadership Strategy Summit, he said empowering agents in this way would significantly advance Ghana's digital finance agenda.
Imagine if every agent were trained not just to process transactions, because all that's basically what you do, but to also teach customers about digital literacy or digital financial literacy. Because I just gave a story about a young man in Mepa, digital financial literacy. That means anybody who comes to you, you are not just delivering a service, but you are also impacting and providing capacity and knowledge. Insurance services, savings products, just imagine, beyond just undertaking transactions. Government, through partnerships with the Mobile Money Agents Association, regulators and financial institutions, can turn agents into hubs of knowledge and empowerment.
Well, he also appealed to governments to address the growing wave of attacks on mobile money agents, warning that the trend poses a major risk to the sector's growth.
We would plead that a supportive government means investing in rural infrastructure, improving law enforcement responses to mobile money related crimes. Of course, we know the response to government, some of these issues are very slow. But I'd like to use this opportunity and this medium and channel to send a word out there to the government that the work of the mobile money agents is not one that should be taken lightly, because these are people at risk. Of course, because of your work, we don't normally hear of armed robbery on the banks again. And so they have switched their modus operandi and turned it onto you. And this is really unfortunate. I think there's the need for MMAG executives. Of course, some of us are privy to the fact that we can have some discussions with these people and see how they can help you or what measures they can put in place. So we are therefore calling for a supportive role in improving law enforcement responses to mobile money related crimes and ensuring agents feel safe to serve.
Martin Awaga is president of the Ghana Fintech and Payments Association, wrapping up the City Business News on Eyewitness News. I'm Makusi Aoche. To stay with us. Up next is Point Blank.
Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah. The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you're abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana Cedi into 500 times more, and the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together, because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly, not for persons under 18 years. This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for a location that gives your business a competitive edge? Dawa Industrial Zone offers world-class facilities, direct access to major trade hubs, and a thriving business ecosystem. Whether you are setting up in the manufacturing, logistics, or services, our ready-to-use industrial spaces and supportive policies make expansion easy. And if you're not an investor but you know someone who is, you can refer them and earn a commission. Convert connections into cash. Refer industrial land buyers and earn. Join leading businesses already benefiting from Dawa Industrial Zone strategic advantages. Get started today or refer a business and get rewarded. Visit www.diz-ghana.com or call 055-20-40,000. Dawa Industrial Zone, where businesses thrive.
Announcing Ghana's first unlimited photocopier leasing. Yes, from just 983 Ghana cedis, you can lease a multifunctional photocopier and print unlimited. Yes, unlimited and free paper every month. Guess what? That's not all. Toners, repairs, and maintenance all are free. And oh, I'm not kidding at all. And we cover the whole country. Yes, the whole country. What are you waiting for? Just visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. I repeat, or call 0244 644048. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
You're welcome back. You're still listening to Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. And this is Point Blank. Point Blank is co-sponsored by Valex Lease Equip Limited, Valex Lease Affordable Document Management Solution. And tonight on Point Blank, my colleague Umaru Sanda Amadou is in the United States of America, USA, for the 80th UN General Assembly meeting. On the sideline of the meeting, Umaru Sanda engaged some Ghanaian teachers who have left the shores of this country to the United States of America to more what a better way to better their lives. Umaru engagement asked them why they left the teaching profession here in Ghana and decided to leave for the United States of America.
Tonight's segment of Eyewitness News, I'm bringing it to you from an area known as Yonkers in New York, in the United States of America. I'm here for the United Nations General Assembly, but as side events, I've gone into the communities, Ghanaian communities, to speak to people about the state of living here, especially people from Ghana. So I'm in Yonkers now, sitting around the table with 3 men who have all recently come from Ghana. The question is it worth running away from Ghana? Why did they leave Ghana? Are they enjoying this country? Would they recommend someone to come? What are they doing in the United States of America? What were they doing in Ghana? I'm just going to use their first names so that, for issues of tracing purposes. So let me start. What's your name?
My name is Stephen.
So that's Stephen on my left.
Joshua.
Joshua is on my right.
Boatin.
And Boatin is in front of me. So let me start from Stephen. Stephen, what were you doing in Ghana?
Yeah, I was an IPPD coordinator in GS.
Oh, okay. What is that? You were in charge of what?
Yeah, database. I know IPPD is an integrated payroll and personnel database.
I see.
So we work collaboration with controller. We try to make sure that all teachers get their salary.
Okay. Boatin, how about you?
Yeah, the same.
Oh, you also an IPPD
the same schedule. I was the coordinator, and we serve as a link between our office and then headquarters and controller.
I see. How long have you done this for?
Yeah, I started since 2016, so I would say for 8 years.
Okay.
8 years. Yeah.
But before then, what were you doing?
I was a classroom teacher.
Oh, so you were teaching? Yeah. So you've been in education service for 20 years?
Yes, 20 years.
You started which year? When did you start teaching?
2004.
You started teaching in 2004. And you, in 2016?
2004.
Okay. And in 2016, you graduated to be
officer at GS.
Okay.
Serving as a link between GS and then controller and GS headquarters.
Stephen, how about you? When did you join the education service?
That was 2005.
You too?
Yeah.
So 19 years?
Yes.
Oh no, 20 years actually. So you?
Mine is 20 years. My yours is 21.
But have you been a teacher? Or?
Yeah, I was a teacher.
So you taught for how long?
For 6 years.
And then you entered the...
No, I went to University of Cape Coast. I came back. That was 2015. And I became IPPD coordinator.
How long ago since you came to US?
Oh, barely 2 years.
2 years. Joshua, what were you doing in Ghana?
I was a teacher.
Oh, you also a teacher? So these are 3 teachers I'm engaging in. How long have you been teaching for?
From 2007.
You too?
Yeah.
So you have done 21 years, brought in 21, Stephen 20, 2007. My maths is not good. That's why I didn't become a teacher. I failed my entrance exams to the teacher training college.
That should be around 17
18 years.
18 years, yeah.
Interesting. Did you go to IPPDT or you taught in classroom?
I was in a classroom.
So you taught in classroom for, how long have you been in the US for?
2 years and a few months.
So you've taught for more than 15 years?
Of course.
Do you guys mind sharing with me your salaries when you were working in Ghana? I mean, so let me start with Boatin. How much were you earning?
As AD1.
What is AD1?
Assistant Director 1. I was earning 4,300 Ghana cedis without loan, without any insurance. My net was 4,300 Ghana cedis.
As an assistant director?
Assistant Director 1. Assistant Director 1. You have Assistant Director 2, Assistant Director 1.
So you are higher than 2 or lower than 2?
So next year I'll be going to Deputy Director.
Of GS?
Yes. So I was earning as 4,300 Ghana cedis as under 1.4.
Okay, you were a higher person. Just how much were you earning?
So before I left, I was also at the rank of Assistant Director 1.
Okay.
And I was earning somewhere around 3,700 thereabouts.
Okay.
Without
loans. And
yeah, I also left in Ghana. I was November 2023 as AD2. I was also earning around 3,005.
Okay. So let me ask you guys why you decided to come to Ghana. Let me start with Boatin. If you were earning that much, okay, you came to Ghana just 2 months ago. You came to the US just 2 months ago.
Yes.
Let me not talk to you. Let me talk to those who have been here for 2 years. Josh, you've been here for 2 years. Why did you decide to come to the US?
I decided to come to the US because the conditions, or I may say the system, necessitated that. Because growing up, you have dreams, right? And the system it does not put you in that direction to achieve your dreams. So putting things together, you have family. As you grow, you marry, you give birth, you have other family, mom is alive, dad is alive, you have other people. And so you have to also exercise some responsibilities. And it became challenging.
The salary could not support it?
Of course, that's the point. So I had to.
Earlier when we were talking, you mentioned something about pressure and an atom. I like that analogy. Repeat it for me.
Pressure.
You say pressure builds up and then an atom ejected or something like that.
Oh yeah. So when an atom gets charged, whether negatively charged or positively charged, you are set into motion. Kinetic energy puts in. So when the system becomes too hot, you gain some heat energy. Definitely, the atom will get agitated, and it will be moving. So wherever you find comfort, you move to.
So the Ghana system became too hard?
Of course.
And you ejected yourself?
Of course.
Or you were ejected?
I ejected myself.
You ejected yourself?
Yeah, it's my home, so I ejected myself.
You ejected yourself?
Yeah, of course.
You decided to come here?
Yeah.
Stephen, how and why did you leave Ghana to the US?
Yeah, I left Ghana because of the pressure coming from the work I do, like teachers or, IPPD. Every month, teachers are on you. You take their documents to GS, controller, and nothing is being done about it. Teachers about say so 1 year, they are not receiving salaries. You take their documents to headquarters, and they don't do anything. The most annoying part of it is that when teachers come for their documents, they send it to Accra themselves. It's been worked on by we coordinators. I thought we said that we have been sabotaged.
In the district?
Yeah, at the headquarters.
Okay. So someone is not happy that you are doing your work?
And they will say that you are not doing proper work. But how is it that you've been mandated to do this and you are not doing rightful because they are not getting what they expect from you?
But is that why you left the country?
I left Ghana so many reasons. I go back at home. I think I will say that I'm the only one who has completed I'm the only one who have completed university. So everybody is looking at me.
And you could not support their needs?
I could not support because the salary was so small that there was no way I could assist everybody who come to me for assistance. So I decided to travel. I know that when I come to US here, definitely I'm going to make it. And I've been here for almost 2 years, but I can boldly say that I've made it.
You've made it?
Yeah.
Interesting. It means that people who are listening would also start following you.
I'm trying to tell everybody to come. When they need me, when they get a chance, they should come.
Why do you think you're able to make it here, but you couldn't? You worked for 20 years in Ghana.
Yes.
Why?
I thought for 6 years I couldn't even purchase a plot of land.
But now, are you able to?
Yeah.
You can.
And now I've put up a building in Ghana.
How bad was the situation back home for you when you were trying to rely on your salary?
It was terrible. As I earlier on said, the salary was so small that there was no way I could, because you have to go for loan.
Let me.
And
so you go for loan to do stuff?
Yeah, because what has motivated me most for my 6 years of teaching in GS, as I said, I couldn't buy a plot of land. So when I came to US here, I said, no, I have to do all I couldn't do back at home, even being IPPD. The only thing I could do was, even though I was able to put out a building, but I couldn't complete it. But I'm here, I can tell you that now I'm almost done with my building. I'm starting my story building. My wife has joined me here, and I'm trying to bring the case
as well. Josh, 2 years, would you also say you are fulfilled? Or the pressure that sent you away, would you say that pressure has been dealt with?
It's better. It's better compared to the 2 years ago. But I'm not fulfilled.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Do you have hope?
Yeah, I have hope.
What for you would be fulfillment?
For me, if I can get some sum of money, I think I'll go back home.
Already? Just 2 years?
No. Like, it's part of the plans. You understand? Because as part of my dreams, the money I want to see in my account and what I wanted to put up, what I wanted to do, where I want to see myself, still haven't seen myself there yet. So I can't say I'm fulfilled.
Interesting. Let me go to the newest person who has come to this country. Martin, you came here just 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to come to the United States of America? You were IPPD boss, you're a big man.
I decided to travel because I was not happy with the salary I was getting at the end of the month, and it was not able to cater for me and my family.
4,700.
4,300.
4,300 a month.
I was commuting from where I stayed to my workplace, and the TNT alone for 1 week was more than 300 Ghana cedis. So
you have a wife and children?
I have one wife, 2 children.
And so it was not sustainable?
It's not sustainable at all. It wasn't sustainable at all.
But at what point did you decide that I need to leave this country?
I decided last year, October.
2024 October?
2024 October.
Why? Why did you decide then? What happened? What finally?
I wasn't hopeful of the future because even if you stay in Ghana, the new government or the old government will sit down with the labor union and then decide to increase your salary across board for maybe 10%. And 10% I compared with what I was earning, or 20% I compared what I was earning. I thought it won't help, so I have to travel outside Ghana. So before coming to this country, I thought when you come, you earn much, and then your dreams will come true as early as you wanted by then. So I decided to travel, and then I'm here today.
When you first landed, was that your first time traveling by air? How did you feel like?
My first time traveling by air.
How was it like?
It was terrible. What can we do? You were many in the plane, so you have to.
But was it? Did you come through genuine way?
I came through genuine means.
You did papers, proper papers.
I had my 3-year visa.
Okay.
And then I came through the port. So I have my
everything has been stamped.
Yes,
I see. Okay, so 2 months. First time you landed, did you know where you were going to stay? Did you know what you were going to do?
I first talked to my friend before coming, so I knew where I was going to stay.
Okay.
But what happened afterwards, I didn't foresee it.
What happened afterwards? I want to know.
For coming to stay for 60 days without working, it's not normal.
So as soon as you landed, there was no job?
I'm telling you.
The job was not ready?
I'm telling you, I have to apply for my temporary work permit, and it will take me not less than 3 months to get it. So before you get that permit, what will you do?
So right now you're chopping on your pocket?
I'm chopping from my friend's pocket, not me.
Just a young guy.
No, my money has finished. So I spent all my monies.
Wait, how if you were earning that mega amount as a salary, how did you make it to this country, to the US? Because visa fee, air ticket, and all this.
I borrowed, and some few friends helped.
You borrowed from where?
From bank.
You went to the bank to take a loan?
Yeah.
How much did they give you?
I applied for 50,000 Ghana cedis. They end up giving me 4,400 Ghana cedis. 46,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, 46,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah.
So you told them you want loan to travel?
No. How can they give a grant that loan? I told them I want to complete my project.
And they gave
on paper, I wrote that I want to complete my project. And I had evidence of the project. So you see, I started putting up my personal accommodation.
Okay.
So I had that documents with me. So I presented the documents to the banks, my bank, and they granted the loan.
Now that you have left with their money that they give to you as a loan,
I'll pay back. What can I do?
You can, but you are here, and
I'm not working all right, but I'll pay.
This is Point Blank on 97.3 Citi FM, a segment on Eyewitness News. I am Umaru Sandamado. I'm in Yonkers, New York, United States of America, engaging with 3 persons. Funny enough, they were both in the Ghana Education Service. They have been here, 2 of them have been here for 2 years. 1 has been here for just 2 months. And I'm trying to see how America Brabo is and whether they would ask someone to come or not. This is Point Blank. Again, let me say with Boatin. So you have been here 2 months. You are not working yet, but are you looking for a job or have you got some temporary job?
Sure. I'm waiting for my EAD. That's the temporary work permit. So that.
But in the interim, what are you doing?
In the interim, I'm with a Ghanaian restaurant somewhere in New York.
Doing what?
Restaurant work. You will clean. You will mop everything.
You're a whole IPPD director.
I'm telling you, AD1 from District Education Office.
And you are here mopping.
I'm telling you.
Oh, wow.
It's true. What can you do? Because you don't have the permit to work. So every work you apply, they will ask for your legal stay in US.
And you don't have that yet?
I don't have legal stay for now. Although I have my 3-year visa permit. So I have legal stay.
But you don't have work permit?
I don't have work permit. So what can you do? You have to seek for, they say, under table work. That one you don't present any paper. So they don't pay you based on your hour work.
So how many hours have you been working for? How have they been
paying? I've been working for 9 hours a day. 9 hours 30 minutes.
And how
you see the most bitter or the most unfortunate relation I will make today is I've been working for 7 days. I left work yesterday evening. The owner called me, Bright, we will sit down on Monday to talk about your working condition here. He gave me $20. I've been spending my own money boarding bus to the place, Mount Vernon, from here to Mount Vernon. I pay $37 for 3 days. So for 6 days, I paid $74. And when I left work yesterday, he gave me $20.
How did you feel?
I can't say it. It was a bitter experience, but what can you do? Because for now, the person takes you as an illegal alien.
So you have to bear the pain. You were running an office. You were a boss back in Ghana.
Yes.
Now you are cleaning restaurants.
I'm telling
Are you washing plates and things?
I'm washing plates. I'm washing blender.
How does it feel like?
Very bitter experience.
Josh,
Very bitter experience.
Josh, what are you doing here? What are you doing in New York?
I work with an NGO. We take care of people with developmental and learning disabilities.
Is that what they call caregiver? Or it's not?
Yeah, it's part of it.
So you are giving care?
Yeah.
Is that your profession?
No.
Do you feel good doing that job? Was that the only option available for you, or you chose to do that job?
That is what brought me from Ghana to this place.
Are you enjoying it?
For now.
For now?
Yeah.
It sounds like you don't have a lot of excitement in there.
That is why I started with dreams. Mm-hmm. Growing up, you have dreams. You want to be this, you want to do that. But at a certain point in time, you have no alternative than to do what is available for you.
Do you see yourself staying as a caregiver for how long? Because you have plans. If you get money, you go back home.
Of course, I have plans.
Can you make money from the caregiving job?
So we make the money, but America is such that the more you stay here, the longer you stay, the more your bills.
Really?
Of course.
So it's better for you to go back home early?
That is if you make enough money to do whatever you dream doing.
But can you make enough money?
It depends. It depends.
Stephen,
sorry. 2 days ago, I had to pay my daughter's school fees. Mm-hmm. A daughter less than 5 years. And her fees and feeding and book was close to $6,000. 6,000 Ghana cedis. If I were in Ghana, it would have been a hell. But I just went to learn fire and quickly I sent it. I sponsor my wife's education back home. I help a lot of people.
From the small you are getting here?
From the small I'm getting.
So the small you are getting here is enough for you to do a lot of things?
I'm doing something, yeah.
But in Ghana, you couldn't have done this?
Of course. That is the challenge. That is the problem.
Stephen, what are you doing here? What work are you doing? From teacher to what?
Yeah, I'm a direct support professional.
What does that mean? What do you do?
Yeah, I give support to people with developmental intellectual disabilities.
So do you work in a school? You work in a hospital?
I'm working in a group home.
Okay, so you went to take care of, is it old people or children?
Not children, not even the youngest is from maybe 30 to 50. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this something you wanted to do, or this was only thing?
No, I'm so passionate about working with people with developmental disabilities because I did psychology. Psychology was my course back in Ghana, University of Cape Coast.
So you are enjoying what you are doing?
Oh, yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
How long do you plan to do it for?
Oh, I have about, I think, 6-7 years. I'll go back home to establish my own business.
Can you make enough money to go and establish business in 6-7 years?
Sure.
Are you sure? It means that I'm making plenty of money here.
Not that I'm making plenty of money, but I think back home, what I was earning was nothing to write home about. So now that I'm here and I've been able to help many people, by 6-7 years, I think what I will get will be okay for me.
Josh and Stephen, I want you to advise someone like Boateng, who has just come just 2 months ago, and someone who is listening to us in Ghana who wants to come to the U.S. What would be your frank advice to someone listening to us in Ghana, a young man in some village somewhere who has been planning to come to America? Or you should forget.
If the person has the means to come, he should come. The person should have plans of maybe making some money, putting into some business, farming or whatever, Yeah, but if the person is already earning much, because when I was in Ghana, if I were to be earning much,
where much is what?
If I were
earning 3,000 something, what would have been good
if
for
I
you?
were to be earning around, even in Ghana, if I were to be earning around 10,000 at that time,
you wouldn't come here.
12,000, 15,000, I wouldn't come here.
Stephen, what's your advice to someone who has just come to the U.S. or someone who is planning to come to the U.S. to hustle?
Wow, anyone
Should they come?
They should come.
Okay.
If only you have the chance, you have to come.
But you don't have hope for Ghana at all.
No, I don't know. Our leaders are not helping us. All the money goes into their pocket. They are not thinking of the masses. That is why anyone who gets the chance wants to travel outside the country. So I'm telling my people back home that when they get a chance, they should come.
They shouldn't stay there?
No, they shouldn't stay. Because we all completed school there. We were working over there, but we thought it was that Ghana is not a country the leaders are ready to help. That is why everybody is trying to travel.
Stephen and Joshua have been here for 2 years. That's the advice. Martin, you have been here for 2 months. Would you advise someone
I'm
listening?
not happy with the kind of job I'm doing now, but Ghanaians are rushing to the Gulf states. Why? Because there is no hope in the country. So if you get the opportunity to travel to the United States of America, how do you deny or how do you refuse it?
So you should come. If someone
you come, you struggle at the initial stage, but that will not stop me from advising anybody who wants to travel to the United States to stop. No, you by all means survive.
But there are people who are here, and this to the three of you, and this is my last question. There are people who are here or in other countries who thought that there was green hope, there's greener pasture here. They've come and the pasture fire has caught
But the initial stage, you will regret. That one, I must be frank with it. You will regret. Because I regretted traveling to the United States after spending more than I spent more than $8,000
to come here.
This year.
What would have prevented you from coming here?
If I was earning around 6,000 as AD1 in GS, I wouldn't have traveled to the United States of America. Not at all.
My question to you, the three of you, there are people who are here who are struggling. I'm sure you see them. This notwithstanding, you are still saying people should come. Clearly, you agree that there's a problem, or?
Of course. Of course. It depends on your plans. Somebody has come and within 2-3 years, the person has made it. Somebody has also come years ago, and up to now, the person is still struggling. So it depends.
So for you, there's hope?
Of course, there's
and you
hope.
do that? And Martin?
We are here because of the hope. There is no hope in Ghana. Because at the initial stage, I looked at the years ahead before I retired. So I took that decision based on the years ahead, the years of my children, and the hope in the United States of America. But I see more hope here than in Ghana.
Stephen, you know that there are people who are here who are struggling, but you still want them to come?
Yeah.
Why? You want them to come and struggle?
For you to struggle and get money, it's better. You come here, you struggle, you get money. Ghana, you struggle, you don't get anything. So if I have the chance, I will try to bring all my family, my grandchildren, everybody have to come here. They have to come.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for speaking to me. So those are three people from the Ghana Education Service, GES, who worked between them, maybe you can say 60 years experience. They decided to engage in a brain drain, run away from Ghana, Jakpa, as we call it sometimes. 2 of them left 2 years ago, 1 left 2 months ago. They are all here in the United States of America. I met them in Yonkers, and you've heard their story.
Umar Sanda Madu from the United States of America. And that's how we end today's edition of Eyewitness News. That came to you live from our studio here in Accra. But remember, Point Blank is brought to you by Valex Lease Equip Limited, Valex Lease Affordable Document Management Solutions. My name is Sami Uyafe and I did it with Akusia Ochiri. The show produced by Beverly London. Technical assistance, Desmond Nyako. So we come away again tomorrow. May the good Lord be with us all.
Citi News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 030